Hey everybody, this is your girl Deborah Coco, and make sure you check out Just Give Me the Mic on all social media. Also, check us out on BronxNet Channel 16 on Sundays at 10 p.m. And soon we will be launching on MNN coming up in June, everybody. So stay tuned for that network information. Support. If you want to interview, make sure you hit me up on justgivemethemic12@gmail.com. You want us to come out and rep at one of your events, also hit me up for that as well. And love is love, everybody. See y'all soon. Support. Hey everybody, this is your girl Deborah Coco. We have a great show lined up for you today. We have Cubano's Cheesecake is going to be our first guest today. He's going to tell you all about his cheesecake business and how you can order you some cheesecake. And also we have two members, the writer and directors from Bumrush. They're going to be here to tell you about their web series. You're going to see a couple of scenes, talk about their passion throughout their journey of creating this web series. And also we have a live performance from Mr. JV. He will be performing one of his songs today. And also, don't forget, if you want to be a guest on the show, make sure you send me an email to justgivemethemic12@gmail.com. Let me know that you want to, perform or come and share your business. And also, during the summer, every last Wednesday of the month, we have the Harbor Lights Boat Ride Showcase that's going on. So if you are an entertainer or a vendor and you would like to come out, either perform or market whatever you're selling, make sure you reach out to me also at that Gmail. Again, the Gmail is justgivemethemic12@gmail.com. Write to me so you can be a part of the event. And I hope you enjoy today's show. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, this is your girl Deborah Coco of Just Give Me the Mic. Make sure you check us out and be a part of the next Harbor Lights Boat Ride that's going down on August 29th. We had so much fun last night. The performances was crazy, off the hook. And we trying to do this again, y'all. We got a couple of birthday celebrations. We have some new performers coming out, and we want you there with us rocking out. So make sure you hit me up for tickets. Deborah Coco on all social media. Just Give Me the Mic on all social media. Look us up on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. And also check me out Sunday nights on BronxNet Channel 68 at 10 and on MNN at 8 p.m., y'all. This your girl Deborah Coco signing out. And I hope to see you on that next boat ride, y'all. Peace.
Isn't that Jay?
Yeah, I think it is. Yo, Jay! What's up, Jay? You didn't hear us calling you?
Sorry, I was listening to DJ Lady Love.
DJ Lady Love. Who's that?
Just log into DJ Lady Love.
.fm.
For the 9 on. What? Take this one back to the streets.
What's up, people? This is Dre Foreman, representing Bumrush and Foreman Soul Entertainment, and we live with Deborah Coco.
And I'm Mr. JV, and we live on the Just Give Me the Mic TV show with Deborah Coco.
Fire! Hi everybody, we are back, and I'm so excited about this next interview we have coming up. I'm sitting here with the directors and writers of Bumrush, everybody. Bumrush is a web series that comes on YouTube. You can definitely check that out. But my guests today are JB Simmons, and we have Dre Foreman here from the show. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
I definitely appreciate it. I've been watching Bumrush season 1 and season 2, and I love it. I love it. And I'm thinking about all the different aspects, like being a media person, writing the scripts, getting the cast, actually filming, editing. It's so much that goes into putting the web series together. So I want to start off first talking about how did Bumrush come about? Give us some little background on that.
They tell me they asked this question. Go ahead, Dre.
Okay, so basically, we was in a play
called Polka Rich Girl.
Okay.
Shout out to Stats Cadero.
Yeah, shout out to Stacks, right.
So, we started kicking it. One thing led to another. He like, yo, we got great chemistry. Let's write a show. So I'm like, all right, cool. We going to do it. But, life takes on. We running around. He doing what he doing. I'm doing what I'm doing.
Right.
And so, it never really popped off, right? So I end up breaking my hand.
Wow.
So I'm like, yo, I ain't got nothing but time.
That was a good time.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That's right. So came over, and from that day on, we was inseparable, and
That's
Bum
how it
Rush-
came.
Bum
How'd the
Rush came to
title? Who came
fruition.
up with the title, Bum Rush?
Okay, so basically, I had something that was already in the works from years ago, titled Bum Rush. But together, collectively, we was like, well, we need a title. We need something that's gonna grab them. You know what I mean? Something that makes a statement about not only our show, but what we're trying to do as a company. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I'm a little old school. So I'm like, why not Bum Rush? You know what I mean? So he's like, why Bum Rush? I'm like, because that's what we're doing. We bum rushing this whole
Industry,
thing.
right.
You know
I
what
like
I'm saying?
that, yeah.
We coming out the gate. We never made a show. We never had a show.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, this is our start. So we bum rushing everything.
Love that. Love that
Yes.
concept. And you actually sing the song, the intro, song for the show.
Yeah, Dre's on there too.
You also, so you're going to perform it today, right?
Well, yeah.
Maybe. We
Come on,
working
a
that
little
out.
something. You give us a little intro
That version,
to it.
that version can't go on. I
Can't?
don't got a clean version.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
need a clean version for that.
Okay. But so how, were you influenced by any other web series when you started? Because there's so many. It seemed like within the last 2-3 years, right? So many people, and I love it. I love how this lane opened up. I love how everyone is taking the opportunity to find different ways of expressing themselves. First it was through music.
Right.
Independent artists was boom. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if Money and Violence sparked off some people, as far as creative, I could do this too.
Right.
Or whether people just have their own visions or they want to be like a filmmaker. Or, people join it, like you said, for different reasons.
Right.
So you worked on a project, now you have this that you brought it to life. So, what inspirations besides your own acting? Was there any other elements that went into you creating this?
I believe that when Money and Violence and them came out, it gave us inspiration because it opened up a platform.
Right.
But I think that's the vision wise and that we already knew that we wanted to create something. But at that point when you don't know where you can kind of go with it,
Right.
you kind of just hold off.
Right.
But once that platform opened, it was like, oh, all right, we could do this. So
Right.
and we just jumped right in there because it was it was a platform that was open, which I thought was a dope platform because Webseries is
Definitely.
huge now.
Definitely.
So,
Ironically, it wasn't never supposed to be a web series.
yep.
So what was it,
It was supposed to be a movie.
Ah.
But, like I said, because this was our first project,
Right.
and the first thing that, we started to get off the ground, JV actually said, well, let's break it up into episodes.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be easier for us to control
True.
and easier for us to actually put out.
True. Now, what is Bum Rush about?
Okay, so Bum Rush is basically about two best friends who are more or less like brothers. They grew up together. They witnessed a big drug dealer of the neighborhood kill somebody.
Oh.
So, he kind of brought them under his wing so he could keep them close so they wouldn't tell. One of the guys ended up going away to college, becoming a cop.
Okay.
The other one stayed in the street, under the drug dealer's
Direction.
direction,
Right.
as you could say, So the one that became a cop, the powers that be, stepped to him. They asked him, we need you to take down a local drug dealer. So he's like, all right, cool, I'm with it. He killed my mother. This is my chance to get my revenge.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Get your
But in coming home,
he
didn't realize that his best friend was still involved. He didn't realize that he was the next in line. So
complicated.
right. So it's like, do I do my job or do I take down the whole crew?
Right.
Which, I would have to take
involve-
down my best friend.
Right.
But there's a lot of twists and turns in that as well because his best friend married his girlfriend.
Right. Right.
What's going on?
You know
Some
what I
best
mean?
friend.
Carlos told me you the big C. And he told me the same thing about you. Did I know you from somewhere, shorty? Look mad familiar.
You don't know me then. Must be saying me for my sister.
Well, you say so. I'll never forget the face. So, Tito, what you got for me, baby? Everything's in the bag. Everything's in that bag right there. Yeah, in that bag. Check it out. In that bag.
They don't take candy from kids. You open it.
What kind of check is that?
Nigga, I don't know you. It could be a bomb in that bag. Like I said, you open it.
No. Let me open it. Well, well, well. Don't we look surprised? You know, I didn't think it'd be that easy to get you guys here.
I don't see why not. There wasn't no traffic. What's up, Pops? Looking kind of sharp.
Oh, so you know, huh?
You what?
Yeah, Pops.
Get the here.
Same bastard that took my mother.
You gotta watch it to see.
Yeah,
but
you know,
that,
I gotta go watch it.
Right,
It's
you
just
have
a lot
to
of
watch
twists and
it.
turns in this thing here.
I want to break down the process just a little bit, right? Because there's different elements. Writing. How hard is that for you?
That
Or
comes-
how easy is it for
that
you?
comes second nature. I
Okay.
mean, it's just like the hardest part of that is staying focused and not, you know, having the story go everywhere.
Too
Right.
far out.
You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
That's the hardest part. But I mean, it's like, all right, it's time to write. You know, we have set days to write. You know what I mean? So, you know, we get up, we got our food, we got our, you know, our drinks, whatever the case is, and we sit, we at the computer for 5-6 hours. Sometimes we look at the clock and like, oh man, we gotta go. You know what I mean? We gotta get ready
gotta
for
work
work.
in the
You know
All
what
these
I'm saying?
ideas just flowing,
Right.
flowing.
But it just
So it
comes
just
so
flows.
so naturally. Like we just sit there and we just feed off each other. It's like we actually sit there and act out the parts to each other.
You
like
do?
We start
Yeah.
saying the voices and just
Yeah,
so we
like-
can make sure it feel right.
Right,
You know what I
'cause
mean?
They would
That's
think that we were
also-
schizophrenic.
If you had,
You know what I mean?
Y'all just started
But,
blurting out stuff
Yeah,
like, oh yeah,
right.
that works. You know what I mean?
Dre
But
could be
it's good.
typing and I'll just say, because I'm silly. So, you know, Dre's the serious one. I'm the silly one. So it's like, I'll be trying to like throw it in there. So he'll be in a serious scene and I'll just throw a wrench in there and like, but how about this? And he'll just bust out laughing.
But you need that.
Yeah.
Nah,
need
yeah,
that.
we definitely need
Right.
that. And I'll be like, all right, hold that.
Right.
Don't lose it.
Right.
Let me finish this real quick. You know what I mean?
No, but
So-
that's nice that it's easy because do you have to come up with a theme, so to speak, for every episode? Because it's like every show has its own focus, right? And you have to continue on from kind of like where you left off
Yeah.
the previous show, and you have to keep the characters
You gotta
moving.
keep building the story. and-
Right. So
I don't know. It's a tricky.
tricky.
It's tricky because like we like to just write. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
We try not to focus on just a episode to
Okay.
episode. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Unless something really specific is happening in that episode that we
Right.
need. You know, we need to focus on. But you know, we try to just write the whole story out. You know, so before we actually are writing the story, you know, we have notes. We have our notes, you know, about, all right, this character, this is where that character is going. This is where that story's going. This is where that story's going. So we
Right.
already know where the story's going. We just got to put the puzzle, put the pieces together.
right, because it's timing.
Right.
You kind of project how many episodes you're going to do a year, right?
Yeah.
Or for
Right,
a
right.
season, right? And then you have all these different characters. Then you're building the characters. Then you got to make sure your different shooting schedule involved getting these characters in.
That's his
and,
job.
You know what I mean? It's complicated.
It's
I'm
very
just trying to
complicated.
share
It
that
is.
with the audience
Very.
that you have to appreciate the amount of work that goes
Right.
into these web series because it
Definitely.
is really a lot of work.
It definitely is.
You know?
And I wanna say this to the people because, you know, a lot of y'all look at different web series and, you know, of course you're gonna compare, you know, this one is higher, this one is lower quality, whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, each and every person that's, you know, taking control of these web series, they're doing work.
Right.
It's hard work. You know
Right.
what
Lot
I
of
mean?
work.
Because like you said, we have to schedule these people. We have to, get the locations. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
We have to make sure that these people have their lines. We have to make sure that timing is all.
And some of these
intricate.
actors are new.
Right.
So you're kind of coaching.
Yep.
It's that
Exactly.
coaching element as well,
As
because you're
well.
trying to bring out certain things
Right.
from people that are learning as they go along. Some are learning. So it's so much. And that's why I always appreciate every episode. I don't make comparisons because everyone is different.
Right.
Everyone has different abilities. And just like with artists, with music, I don't say, oh, I don't like this artist. I appreciate everybody's gift and their expression. Everybody just has a different expression.
Right, exactly.
And you
That's
have to
just
be
like food. Not
respectful
to
of
cut you off.
that.
That's just like food. There's a
Right.
whole bunch of food. There's a smorgasbord.
Right.
But you're not gonna like everything that's on that table.
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Right.
But there are some things that you're gonna pick at. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you're gonna enjoy.
So what do you want, like a first-time person tuning in watching Bumrush? What are you hoping that they take from learning your storyline, your cast? What are you hoping that people walk away from when they watch Bumrush? What is the feeling or the thoughts, or what are you hoping that comes out of that?
Well, we always try to make sure people walk away with the feeling that they always want more.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you watch your favorite TV show, like you watch Power. So you just want to, every time it go off, you just like,
Oh my God!
Right,
Can't wait till
exactly.
next week.
So
You know what I
that's-
mean?
exactly.
that's how we try to be with Bumrush. We always try to like make it juicy and good and make sure it into a point where it's like, you know what I mean? So
Right.
we really good at, I believe, at cliffhangers. We good at that, and I think
Good.
those are really important to leave people. I like to leave people just hanging. You know what
So
I mean?
now we at the finale. You just had the premiere, the finale of season 2.
2.
Now you're writing for season 3.
Exactly.
Okay, now give us a little bit of where you left off. I don't want to say, even though I know. Just give us a little bit of where you left off in season 2 and what they can expect in season 3. Because you're writing now, so everything's fresh.
Okay, well, it's a lot. Like I said, our story it has so many twists and turns. You know what I mean? Like we put a lot of social issues into our show
I
as
love
well.
it.
You know what I mean?
Can I mention one before we get started?
Yeah, yeah,
before
yeah.
you continue. You just had the last one, which I was happy to be a part of that scene with the community by the young gentleman getting shot by the cops. I
Yes.
thought that was so different. I like the way you brought the social awareness of what we're dealing with right now.
Yes.
And that brought a very serious note to it. The way that you actually covered it, this is my own opinion that I'm bringing out. The way that you actually covered it, I felt was very good because you showed it from different angles, different perspectives. You even went into the cops' family.
Right.
You went into how everybody felt when they actually saw it, what took place.
Right.
And it was very touching. Like, it really brought out emotions, which is sometimes hard to do, to bring that realism.
Right.
You showed the cops who was covered. It was so many different perspectives. So I think that's something that definitely stands out from the way you left it, that last scene, the warehouse scene, like so much action, so many different topics that you had to address, and you did it in great detail. And I love the way y'all left that.
It's
Thank you.
important to us because, these things are happening, and the children that are watching it, our youth, they're watching it and they're playing out, what they're seeing in the news.
Right.
And the news is not always given. I'm not even gonna say always. They never give the correct story.
I agree.
And because we have this platform, is our job.
Yes, I'm glad you're taking on that.
It's
Yeah.
our job to show every side, because just because you see it from the victim standpoint, you don't understand how it plays out on the other end. You know
How
what I
it
mean?
affected the
how it
cops.
affects
Yep.
the cops,
Yeah,
how
it
it affects
could
the
have been an
community,
accident.
it
It
affects
could-
the family. You know what I mean? It
Right.
affects
I loved it.
everyone that's
Right,
involved.
right.
And so, we try to show that,
You did.
regardless of what's
Did a great
right or
job.
what's wrong.
Right. So, all right, going back
So,
to the
yeah,
question.
back to,
Oh, yeah. But again, check it out. Check out all the shows. But
Definitely.
that last one was really emotional and touching. But, okay, in season 3, what can we look forward to?
Okay, so season 3. Season 3 is basically about retribution.
Okay.
So, season 2, a lot of things happened. A lot of people went to jail.
Yeah.
Some people got hurt.
Some people
people
got
got
hurt.
People got hurt.
You know what I mean? Some people got really
Somebody
seriously
really
hurt.
hurt. Really hurt.
You know what I mean?
Some people might be dead.
Right,
Right. Some people
hey.
may not come back.
Right.
You know. And so, you know, we have to.
People got new girlfriends.
Yeah.
Right. Right. This
Pop
is
up
true.
kids.
Pop up kids, new kids. You know, it's a story, but it's a lot like real life.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of different intricacies that happen. And so we're trying to, you know, just show the repercussions.
Yes.
So basically, season 3 is the repercussions
Good.
of all the things that happened in season 2.
People need to see
A
that
lot of
because you have the
repercussions.
glorifying of certain
Right.
things,
Because
but what happens when
Exactly.
things go left?
Exactly.
You know what I
because
mean?
you know it's cool. Everybody, you know, we running around busting guns. You know what I mean? They
Right.
like them. They like the
Partying,
shows. You
shaking
know what I
it
mean?
up,
Right.
right.
They like it. Oh, they got money. Oh, they got girls. They doing their thing.
Right.
But nobody never shows what happens when it goes down.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know that's part of us as well. You know what I mean? We need to show the repercussions of the actions that we take as men. and
Exactly.
as women.
I appreciate that. And people do need to see that. And I want to say salute to your cast, too.
Yes.
You
Yes,
have a
yes.
great cast. You know, I hate to even call out anybody because I don't know everyone's name.
Oh,
but like
it's
Sean
over
Harvey.
150.
Yeah, we have
Funny.
over 150
Oh, well, then we
cast
can't. I ain't
members,
gonna go
you know
there.
what I mean?
But shout out
But
to the cast.
all y'all know who
Yeah,
y'all
shout out
are.
to the
y'all.
cast.
We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We
Great
couldn't do it
team.
without y'all. You know.
Any events coming up? Like, do you have like any? Like, when do you project that you will actually release season 3? Is there like a timeline on that?
We'll know the timeline once we finish writing.
Okay, we
You know
still
what
in the
I mean?
writing
Yeah,
process,
we still in the
everybody.
writing process.
Okay.
That's the hardest process to get by.
Yes.
You gotta get by that.
Yes.
And we don't rush that.
Okay. No, don't.
You know what I mean? Regardless of, you know, we have a lot of people, oh, we ready, we waiting, come on, let's go. Just wait. Sit
Okay.
and wait.
Okay.
You know what I
It's
mean?
gonna be
Because
good.
I promise you, it's going to be worth the wait.
So what is your like? Do you have like a vision of what would you like to see happen? Where you at right now? Would you like to see happen in the future for Bumrush? Any like I know you have goals, expectations, where you try to like. What do you want us to know about what you're trying to take? Where you're trying to take Bumrush?
Well, we definitely, you know, trying to take Bumrush to the next plateau. We need to be on,
Which
you
is?
know, cable networks,
Okay.
you know,
Service
streaming
out there.
services, you know,
It need to be
Amazon
viewed.
Prime, you know
Right.
what I mean? Things like that,
Right.
Netflix, whatever next plateau, you know what I mean? That I
Whatever
can't
it
say,
is, because you don't know
what I
what's
mean?
going to
Right.
open
We
up.
don't know
Right.
what's
There's so
gonna
many
open up.
different
Right.
things open up as we go along.
Exactly.
So
You
right.
never know.
Right.
You know, the ideal thing is to get it out to the masses.
Right.
You know, and Bumrush is not the only thing that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually writing a movie at the same time we're writing Bumrush.
Oh,
You know what I
nice.
mean? So, you know, we're
Okay.
really busy right now.
Okay, good.
So, you know, and the movie aspect of it is actually easier to write
Yeah.
because it's like writing
You write it straight through.
exactly.
You write it straight through. That's it.
Exactly.
So
You know what I
I'm
mean?
just-
And you know, the way we write, it's like finale episode of Bumrush.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's you know, so it you know.
It's very
But we
good,
got some
though.
things coming.
Like I said, you need to check it out. Everybody needs to check it out, support
Yes.
it because it's definitely interesting. It has comedy in it, you know. It has serious issues in it, things that you can relate, relatable
Yes.
situations that you can
Relatable.
relate to your own life. So.
Yes.
And I just think it's great. The family, the team, behind the scenes,
Yes.
the way you work together, support each other,
Family.
that's also important.
Yes.
Which a lot of, you know, people, they come up in these web series, they have animosity or get big-headed or egos. It's like, you know, we can have a whole hour show
That this is so true.
on this.
Yeah.
You know, I know, you know.
I just want to say one thing, real quick. Shout out to Tanika Thomas and
Keisha
Williams. You know, those are the other two
Right.
of our
Yeah, shout out to
staff.
them,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? We definitely couldn't do this without them two.
Shout out to
You know what I
Donovan.
mean? And right, Donovan.
That's our
He
cameraman.
came. That's our cameraman.
Okay.
He came in on season 2, and you know he really stepped his game up.
Yes,
You know what I mean? He
yes.
showed us that he wanted to be a part of
Nice.
what we doing. And, you know,
Nice.
we appreciate him 1,000%. But for everybody that you know, y'all need to understand that you cannot do this by yourself. I don't care where you at, what you're doing. You can't do it by yourself. So when you got a team that's willing to go above and beyond,
Yes.
you stick with them and you ride with them till the wheels fall off.
And even after the wheels fall, just
Right,
walk.
right, just walk. We're gonna pull it together.
Right. No, you're right. Now, where can they find us? Give them the social media, the website information.
Well, you could follow us at _Bumrush on Instagram and Twitter and all that, and you could go to www.bumrushtheseries.com. Season 1 and 2 is there.
Right.
It's on YouTube too. You can search there too. But we got our own site. You could go there, and both of the seasons is there. And yeah, just be on the lookout for season 3. Be on the lookout for our movie that's coming soon.
Right.
And just be on the lookout for some comedy stuff that I've been putting together.
Nice.
I just want to make you laugh.
Have a performance also.
Yeah, a little
So
something.
be on the lookout for that. In
Yeah,
about
be on
5
the-
minutes, right?
Yeah.
You have a performance. So any final words that you want to end the segment with?
Put God first. Everything else will fall into place. In life we go through things, and sometimes it feel like we can't make it to the next level.
Right.
But with God and through God, all things are possible. I'm a living testament to that.
And Bumrush everything.
Everything.
Hashtag Bumrush.
Everything.
Everything. Well, I want to thank you both for joining me. And again, support Bumrush. The show is awesome. And we're about to have a performance coming up next by JV.
Yeah.
And again, just support. Any other questions, you can reach out to me. I connect you with them. And Bumrush, y'all, look out for season 3. It's coming soon.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Real quick, check us out. If you need to send your music or your bio information for season 3,
Oh, nice.
Bumrush, BUMRUSSH @gmail.com. Yes, 2
The
S's.
casting, right?
Cass, you might want to be in it.
Yes.
You might got some good music.
Right.
Holla.
So you're looking for artists to submit music for the
Yes.
soundtrack?
Yep.
Yes.
And also,
New
what
act-
do
new
they
act-
call it? It's not soundtrack. It's for the, it's a name for it.
Score.
For the
Just
score.
for scoring, yes.
Right, for the score. Submit that. And, thank you so much. We'll be back with more.
Thank you.
We're actually going to show some images, too, from Bumrush.
Chill.
Yo, what's up? You already know it's Mr. JV. And my favorite scenes on Bumrush, actually, my favorite scenes on Bumrush is actually when I play the pastor, because it's really like off the dome. That's probably one of the only parts that we actually don't write, because it's hard to write for the pastor, because I never know what I'm gonna say. I just say it, and it's fun. I think my favorite scene this season was the shootout in episode 13, which is the season finale, which was crazy. It was well organized. We put that together really well. It's probably one of the best shootouts in any web series, and I said it. And and of course, I like the sex scene, anytime I could go, I know they got the Me Too movement going on right now, but I'm not trying to be crazy. I'm just saying I like the sex scene, so please don't try to take me to court, and you look at this later. But that's what I like on Bumrush. Yeah. That's it. That's what I like. I like all the scenes, but those are my favorite. Like the pastor, the shootout, and the freaky stuff. And my least favorite scene is what at the end of season 2 or episode 13. I can't say it, but that's my least favorite scene. I really didn't even want to shoot that scene, but it's over with. It's done. Check us out on Bumrush, www.bumrushtheseries.com. Peace. You wanted me inside of you. You know that I provide for you. I'm feeling like I die for you. The way that I was stroking got me open. I was open. You got on me. I got open. Girl, you lost me. I think I need a lift up. I'm feeling down and slipped up. The feelings of your lips up on my, it really got me tripped up. Now hold me, not my homie. Oh, your homie. Where you going? Open. I got open. I got open. I got open. You always wanna give it up. You only tryna get up. And every time we getting up, it's getting up. Open. Baby, I was open. I was falling apart. Yeah, I admit that you were breaking my heart. I never act, but you're left in the dark. I put an icebox in the place of my heart. Baby, I was open, I was falling apart. Yeah, I admit that you were breaking my heart. I never left in the dark. I put an icebox in the place of my heart. Open, I got open, I got open, I got open, was open, open, I got open, I got open, I got open, was open. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Dre Foreman from Bumrush, Foreman Soul Entertainment. My favorite scene from Bumrush, I have a few, but my favorite scene is the shootout and the finale of season 2. And not just because it was a shootout, because I, as the director, I get to see how it all, played out. Like, putting it together was crazy. It was like a 12-hour shoot that day. If I'm not mistaken, we started at like 5:30 in the afternoon, and we ended at 5:30 in the morning. And to see the work that we put into that, and to see how it actually came out, I mean, that was really dope for me. I love the whole season. I love the whole episode, the whole webisode, whatever you want to call it. I love the sex scenes. I love all the scenes where, it's a hard task for me, because when it comes and it shows, how it looks on camera, it proves to me and JV that, we can do the very same thing that these big directors and producers are doing. So, whenever I see an intricate scene, or, a scene that has to be shot a certain way, to look a certain way, and it comes out perfect, I mean, those are the scenes that I take pride in the most. And, that's that. So go check us out. Bumrush, www.bumrushtheseries.com, season 1 and 2. And we got some funny skits up there, all right? Check us out. One.
Got him. They shot him, bro. They shot him. He's dead. He's dead. You got that? Hell, you got all of this. All of this. Yo, we gotta get. Hold up. What are you doing? I don't know. Why they looking around? No, the he is not, bro. Yo, you see them put the gun there? Yo, they trying to set him up, bro. They trying to set him up, bro. Didn't have no gun in his hand. You getting this right? I'm getting all of this, bro. All of this right now, bro. They just really killed son.
Oh my God, Frankie. Is that you? Did you kill a kid? Tell me this isn't real.
Babe, I can explain it. It's not what it looks like.
It looks like you just killed an unarmed kid and tried to get away with it.
Look, me and Riddick got into a situation at night. I'm telling you, that kid had a gun.
What did you do, Frankie? You're a monster. What were you thinking? Did you think you were gonna get away with that?
Get away with what? Doing my job? You know those people are always up to no good. How the hell was I supposed to know what he was reaching for?
Well, I thought you asked him for his ID, so obviously that's what he was reaching for. And killed him.
I didn't mean to kill anybody. But if you want to know the truth, it's better him than me.
How could you? I'm done with you. You racist piece of shit.
You're gonna leave me? You're gonna take them over me? Don't walk out that door, Giselle. That door.
I got my papers, I swear.
No, we're not here for you. It's Detective Weitzman here.
He's over there.
I am here with Mrs. Watson. Mrs. Watson, can you please tell me what you thought about that video?
I'm numb. But I can't afford to be numb because I'm angry at the same time. How many of our boys have to die? Is my baby gonna be next? Is your baby gonna be next? Or is your baby gonna be next? And you know what? That officer, ain't nothing gonna happen. He gonna be on a vacation and he gonna get paid until they kill the next black boy. I'm tired, y'all. When are we gonna get some answers?
I also have a young man by the name of Malik. How are you doing today, Malik?
Not good, not good at all.
So what do you think should happen to the officer in question?
I mean, in all reality, what type of question is that? I feel like everything should happen to him. He took my brother. Like, that was my brother. The way I'm feeling, he could get anything. Lethal injection, life. Like, I need something, man. Like, I really need something. He had no right to take my brother like that. That's how I'm feeling.
There you have it. Malik and a community want the immediate arrest of the undercover officer who shot Tyrone Brown. I'm here with Councilman Sage. How are you doing?
Given the circumstances, so far so good.
What do you think about the video that was released?
Well, quite frankly, it's very disturbing. And we're putting a lot of pressure on the mayor's office to look into this so that we can get to the bottom line and actually find out what really took place. And based on the evidence that's in front of us, there needs to be a full investigation and somebody needs to go to jail.
There you have it. The community will not stand back on this one. Speaking of justice, I'm here with Lieutenant Pat Goldberg. Hi, Lieutenant. I know that you're here to discuss the recent events that have taken place, but can you tell us anything?
I am not going to give any intimate details about this incident until a full investigation has been completed by our Internal Affairs Division, which is overlooked by the District Attorney's Office. Furthermore, I'd like to say our officers are out there every day risking their lives to keep the public safe. So I strongly encourage the public not to take matters into their own hands. Lastly, I will be advising everyone about the development of this investigation at our next community meeting.
Thank you, Lieutenant. The Lieutenant have spoken, and we're just waiting for any further information.
So I see you like bacon.
Not today, Pastor. Please, not today.
Nonsense. They out there just killing us.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do
You know
my
that boy
job.
was innocent. You saw the tape, right? I saw the tape. The whole world had to see the tape by now. I just want to know what's going to happen. Because enough is enough. Okay? Enough! Michelle, you won't let me take your... You've been looking like you hungry. You know you like to eat.
Tuesday. Back to you in the studio, Jim.
Night on the news. Settle down. Settle down.
Calm down, settle down. You crazy? The police is the one that need to be settled down.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly,
I need you to calm down so we can get some answers. Always.
The only answers we need is when is this cop getting arrested?
We know all of your concerns about this video that has been released and what the police department is doing about it. First, we have to authenticate the tape.
Authenticate the tape. That's right. You mean to tell me you can't see that that cop shot that boy? I don't think it could be any more clear.
Something gotta give. Y'all killing our babies every other week. Black Lives Matter.
Yeah,
Black Lives Matter. That's
Please
right.
calm down. I know that you're upset. Let me finish.
Yeah.
Internal Affairs has picked up Detective Weitzman. He's in police custody, accompanied by his lawyer.
But he's still getting paid.
A full, detailed investigation about what truly happened that dreadful afternoon is underway. Please, I urge you and everyone else, do not take matters into your own hands. We value your lives and the lives of our officers.
Weitzman. You know, I knew you were watched your videotape. My partner here didn't believe your mouth. And now I got you. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Turn around. Franklin Weitzman,
You are under arrest for the murder of Tyrone Brown. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you don't have an attorney, one will be appointed for you. Do you understand these rights as I've given them to you?
You know something? A cop that locks.
You know something? No. A cop that shoots an unarmed black kid.
All right, everybody. That was an awesome show. I hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure you can check us out on Sunday nights. Catch us on BronxNet Channel 68 at 10 p.m. And also catch us on MNN Channel 2 at 8 p.m. on Sundays. Again, thank you to all my guests that came through today. Again, we had Cubano's Cheesecake, and we had the directors and writers of Bumrush, the web series here. And again, check us out. Check out our YouTube channel, Just Give Me the Mic. Check us out on all social media. And don't forget to write us if you got something and you want to be featured on the show. Good night, and thanks again for watching.